Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking how many years of powder do I have in my makeup collection. So we've gone through a couple other how many years do I have. You can check them up in the corner here. Today let's focus on powders. Jumping right in with this little sample I have from Makeup Forever. This is a little jar of the Makeup Forever Ultra HD powder. It is a tiny little sample jar. I think I must have got it in a Sephora's favorites box or something. But I use it a lot under my eyes and it's very fine. I think the finest of all my powders. My next smallest powder would probably be from Besame. It is the Besame Brightening Violet Translucent Powder. And although it does have a lavender cast, it's mostly just a translucent setting powder that is supposed to help brighten up your makeup as well. This Kat Von D Lock-It translucent powder that I have. The Kat Von D powder has an interesting star on it. Again, I got this in a Sephora's favorites box. This is definitely a more flesh type colored powder. Right now it's kind of my everyday powder. Another powder that I use on the regular is of course from Fenty Beauty. This is the Fenty Beauty Pressed Invisimatte powder. This powder, although it's like a translucent powder, it is more of a white powder. And I've done a wear test on this guy up in the corner as well if you want to check that out. This powder I always keep in my purse with me at all times so I can set up throughout the day, as well as their little travel brush. A brand new powder, my latest powder that I got is actually from Becca. This is their Hydra Mist powder. The powder seems super fine and it does have one of those cool mesh greens that help like sift it and keep it from going everywhere. So I'm still testing that one out. That one's interesting because when you touch the powder, or when the powder touches you, I guess, it's supposed to give you like a wet or a cooling sensation on your skin, which is kind of interesting. Moving right along, I have, of course, the Cody Airspun powder, kind of a classic. It's actually a little bit hard to find in Canada. I ended up ordering it on Amazon, and this again is a really great all-day, everyday powder. It isn't pure white, it's got a little bit of that fleshy tone to it. And it does have quite the fragrance to it. So if you have sensitive skin, maybe not the one that you should be going for. But I think it really helps with oil control. I really like that one a lot. I have it in my back rotation right now because I have so many other powders that I'm trying to get through and pan. Alright, and my last powder here. This is from Marcel. This is their translucent setting powder. And this one is I think kind of a Canadian drugstore classic. You can see I've taken out the mesh green in this one. And I do have a powder puff buried in there. As you can see, it's like the darkest of my translucent setting powders. Alright, so that is a look at all the powders in my collection. Let's assume I wear powders 7 days a week. Yes, even on my no makeup days, I like to throw in a little powder to just kind of tone down the grease. I think powders make your skin feel super nice, and they kind of help reduce the appearance of texture on skin. So let's say I wear them 7 days a week, like I said, and I repowder once a day, so 2 applications per day. How many years do you think that I own? I want you to pause the video right now and to leave your best guess down in the comments below. Alright, are you ready for the big reveal? According to my makeup calculator, inspired by our makeup rehab on Reddit, I have about 5 years of powder here. Was your guess close? I think my very favorite powders out of all of these powders are probably the Cody Airspun and the Makeup Forever. Everything else is kind of like replaceable or not like super HD for me. And definitely my HG method of application is actually this little e.l.f. powder brush. I use it every single day. It's like $4, 4 Canadian dollars. Super good. Fits in my drawer, which is really nice. So yeah, really recommend that brush if you're looking for a brush to apply your makeup. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of How Many Years of Blank Do I Own? If you would like to watch more, make sure you check out my playlist. If you want to add up your own powder collection, I will leave a link to the calculator down in the info box. Definitely let me know your favorite powders or powders that you definitely avoid. I would love to hear them. If you want to help support my channel, make sure you click that subscribe button. Maybe give this video a thumbs up. Huge shout out to my Patreons who help bring these videos to you guys. If you're interested, you can think about becoming a Patreon yourself for as little as $2 a month. Thanks again so much for watching, and I will see you again in my next beauty video. Bye for now.